I want to say this to all the teenagers out there and TikTok influencers who think we're just old and out of touch and don't know what we're talking about.
I was talking with a friend the other day, and it made me realize that there's a single point at which I think a lot of millennials completely lost trust in boomers, and a lot of older Gen X people as well. And that moment was September 11th, 2001. Why? Well, to explain it, let's do a little story time. I grew up on a ranch, moving herd animals, H-E-R-D for these guys. When you move herd animals like cows or sheep or horses, they just go with the flow. You push one edge of the group, and there's a ripple effect, and they push through. There is a look that these animals have when they are being moved like this, because they don't know what's pushing them. They don't know if it's a threat. They don't know if it's something they need to be afraid of. They just know that they need to move. It's an instinctual thing that happens, and they kind of check out, and they move into this kind of like open awareness mode where they're just open to the influence of anything around them. It's an instinct, it's an impulse. I grew up on a farm, on a ranch, really. And I saw that look a lot in animals who I knew from the time they were born were destined to be food. I knew them to be food the entire time. On 9/11, 2001, I was 13, and I saw the human adults, the boomers around me, take on that same facial expression when confronted with questions by me and my peers about what was going on and why. They didn't have answers, they were just afraid, and they just started moving as a herd. And they moved in some really awful ways. Really terrible ways. War crimes types of ways. Crimes against humanity kinds of ways. And they used a lot of people in my generation to do it. There's a lot of people my age who thought that they were doing the right thing, going with that herd, who are in a lot of pain right now because they did that. And so we don't trust boomers anymore, or a lot of Gen X people, because they never came back from that herd mentality. They still have that look in their eyes. They're still confused.